What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Lucid Nightmare. I'm your host, as always, Jay Shatzer, and today I have a wickedly fun underwater creature feature lined up for us. It is George P. Cosmatos' 1989 just fabulously aquatic flick. It is Leviathan, and this one is a great mixture that takes different elements from probably Aliens and films of that ilk and kind of mixes it into an underwater creature feature flick. Just really fabulous stuff, whole hell of a lot of fun, and just a great time of the movies, so let's dive right in. Here is Leviathan. Leviathan is a late 80s creature feature stunner that focuses on its great cast of characters and some pretty inventive special effects work and creature designs, blending horror and science fiction into a rather intriguing concoction of awesomeness. The production definitely brings on the foreboding atmosphere and claustrophobic tension that's traditionally ripe within these particular subgenre of fright flicks. Extremely deadly and altogether ridiculously entertaining, Leviathan is a wonderful underwater monster flick that genuinely does the formula right and with splendid results. The film follows an underwater deep-sea mining colony run by a reluctant geologist named Stephen Beck. Nearing the end of their tour and excitedly awaiting for extraction to the surface, they accidentally stumble upon a derailed Russian submarine, which harbors an experimental mutagen agent, which quickly begins to transform the crew into wild, mutated, violent, fishy freaks. Stranded 16,000 feet under the Atlantic Ocean, and trapped in a hellish and hopeless situation, can Beck and the crew survive this aquatic nightmare, or are they all doomed to spend the rest of their short lives in Davy Jones' locker? Peter Weller takes on the headstrong leadership role of Stephen Beck, the fish-out-of-water geologist who's in charge of the Tri-Oceanic mining facility. Iconic in stature and totally scene-stealing, Weller does a wonderful job in bringing us into this underwater world of hellish delights. He's even-tempered under pressure and always up to the task, presenting a totally enthralling central hero for this wickedly cool flick. As good as Peter Weller is in the central role, he's backed up by an outstanding cast of characters and performers who fill out this wacky aquatic world of unbelievable horrific sights. The heavy hitters of the production are Richard Crenna as Dr. Glenn Thompson, the medical officer of the facility and pragmatic practitioner; Amanda Pays as Elizabeth Williams, a super sexy engineer who's got a soft spot for Stephen Beck; Daniel Stern as Buzz Sixpack Parrish, a fast-talking miner and unabashed and unbelievable pervert; Ernie Hudson as Justin Jones, a hardened rig worker and man of action; Lisa Elbacher as Bridget Bowman, an attractive tri-oceanic worker whose job and good looks goes to pot; Hector Elizondo as G.P. Cobb, a diligent middle-aged worker who just wants to get back to his wife; Michael Carmen as Tony DeJesus Rodaro, a hot-tempered submariner who often crumbles under the pressure; and finally Meg Foster as Mrs. Martin, Beck's contact on the surface and the mouthpiece for the faceless corporate entity. Excelling in every way, shape, and form, the cast is incredible and makes up the majority of the film's enjoyability and success. Tremendously demented and extremely memorable, this rough and tough production boasts a fantastically dire and disturbing setup, filled with the commendable special effects and wicked sense of style when it comes to the many transformations and mutations of the flick. all crafted practically and highly imaginative. The film is a healthy balance of Ridley Scott's Alien and John Carpenter's The Thing, as we are presented with a familiar atmosphere and tone that would fit in nicely in the cinematic universe of both productions. While not as prestigious, the film does a respectable job in building up its tension, thanks to the remarkable cast and the interesting situation that they find themselves in. If you enjoy the combination of science fiction and horror, and you're drawn to films with an ensemble cast that is out of this world, then this is definitely a movie that should tickle your fancy. It's warped, ruthless, and insanely fun. And really, that's all you need in a late 80s creature feature. In the end, Leviathan is a fantastic underwater oddity, which thrills and entertains with absolute reckless abandon. And there you have it, you fishy freaks. That is the highly enjoyable and just ultimately fun creature feature flick, Leviathan. Just great practical effects, the cast is amazing, and just a great tone throughout. But guys, that is it for me today. I hope you enjoyed that one, and I hope you like what I'm doing here. If you do, please like and subscribe. And if you have time, leave a comment below because I would love to hear from you. But until then, I will see you all at the next movie review. Take care.